Hi, all. So, I am going to go over things for the final exam for you. We made it. You made it all the way to the final exam. Okay, so since you've been working really hard and I want you to be able to catch up on work you haven't done, I am giving you a final exam that's a little bit easier than I would normally. You're welcome. So, you are going to have to make a video, or at the very least a voice recording. You can do a voice recording for the art review, but the food review, that would be a lot harder. Okay, so, and you can make the video with your phone, your Chromebook, iPad, I don't know what y'all have. Okay, and then before I start, I want to make a note that if you have me for more than one class, watch out for an email from me. Okay, I'm going to go over the instructions because y'all don't read instructions sometimes, and then you do way more work than you need to. So I want to make sure you're only doing the stuff that you need to do. Okay, so the instructions. You will be making a video of yourself reviewing either food or an art piece. So that means that you either do the food review or you do the art review. Do not do them both. If you do them both, I'll just pick the better one and I'll give you a grade for that. Okay. So we're going to start with the food review. I'm sure you remember I asked you the question, what is something you eat that others might think is weird? I asked my Facebook friends this question, and they came up with a whole bunch of responses for me. And you have to pick one of those things if you pick this assignment. You get to pick one of those things, and you're going to review it. So, and remember, pick only one, or else you're going to be doing like 10 of them. So don't do that. Just pick one weird food combination, and I'll read them to you now. Saltines with sugar and milk. That was my grandfather. He used to do that. My mom thought it was disgusting. Peanut butter and dill pickle sandwiches. That one was my dance teacher. One of my many dance teachers. A shot of extra virgin olive oil or vegetable oil. I can't even do a spoonful of that. I'd be interested to see if any of you do that one. Okay. An Oreo wrapped in pepperoni and dipped in milk. Ketchup with mac and cheese and a side of applesauce. That one's a little bit more involved. You actually have to make the mac and cheese and then get applesauce and ketchup and things like that. Peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwich. A raw potato. That's also something my grandfather used to do. Butter on graham crackers. Honey on hot dogs. Salt on lemon sorbet. Whipped cream on goldfish crackers. Cheddar cheese and grape jelly. The cheddar cheese and grape jelly one was Santiago, just so you know. So you pick one. You pick one of those things and you make it for yourself. You eat it on camera and you review it. Okay, so once you pick the food combination you want to review, this is what you need to include in the video. The first one, the food you're about to try. So you have to show it on camera. You need to show it before you eat it. And you'd also show the individual ingredients. So I made a food review video so you can see that. And I reviewed 3 of the things that you told me that you all eat. And so, for example, I did potato chips and ketchup. So I showed the bag of Lay's potato chips, and then I showed the ketchup, and then I dipped the potato chip in the ketchup, and I ate it on camera. Okay. And then the next thing you have to do is talk about why you picked this food combination. Out of all of the choices you had, why did you pick the one that you did? And then, for example, I picked this food combination because, and you have to finish that sentence. It could even be a couple of sentences. Okay. And then the next one, you must eat the food on camera so we can see your reaction. And then you have to have 5 adjectives, which remember are describing words. And you have to use them to describe the food that you are tasting. So, for example, crispy, salty, sweet. Those would be 3. Okay, and then the next one, answer the question, would you eat this again? For example, yes, I would eat this again because, or no, I would not eat this again because. For example, I would eat the potato chips and ketchup again. I would eat the elote again. The hot Cheetos and chocolate, I wasn't as big of a fan of, but it was still okay. I actually like hot Cheetos now, fun fact, because that's not something I ever buy for myself. And I got used to them and I actually like them now. But I wouldn't dip them in chocolate again. Okay. And then the next one, how could the food be better? For example, I think this is too creamy. Next time I would use less peanut butter. Something like that. And then you need to give a goodbye message at the end of the video with a takeaway. For example, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. That food was truly an experience, truly disgusting. Never something I would have thought to eat before. Anything like that. Okay. And so those are your requirements for the food review. And I'll find a way for you to get that to me with a Dropbox, or if you can upload it onto YouTube and then send it to me, something like that. I will make sure there's a system for that. Okay, the art review. So I've attached a document. You click on the document and you pick one piece of art from the document. They're all absolutely terrible and absolutely ridiculous. There's one where babies, faceless babies, are crawling up a building. They're statues, obviously, but it's really freaky. There's one person who has toothpick teeth. It looks like something out of Nightmare Before Christmas. If any of you have seen that. So I picked the worst art I possibly could find. And I put it into a document, and you have to review those pieces of art. And it's okay if you like them. You can say that too. Okay. So again, you take a video of yourself on your computer, phone, tablet, etc., and do the following things in the video. The first one you have to do, what is your initial reaction? What is your initial reaction to this piece of art? If you can, show the piece on the video. If you cannot do that, tell me which number your art piece was in the Google Doc. I numbered everything in there. Okay, so for example, when I first saw this piece of art, I thought that it was horrifying, that it was beautiful, that I thought, why would anyone ever make this? Okay, and then the next thing, would you want this art in your town? So you have to say, I would like it in my town, or I would not want this art in my town, and then say why. And then the next one, use 5 adjectives to describe the art. For example, it was beautiful, symmetrical, wrinkly, disturbing. Then you need to come up with a name for this piece of art. For example, toothpick teeth is the one that I came up with. And then how did you choose the name for the piece of art? And then for me, for example, I chose the name toothpick teeth because the teeth on the sculpture are pointy and small. So you just have to say why. Okay, and then give a goodbye message to end your video. For example, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. As you can see, this piece of art is disturbing, terrible, beautiful when you look at it for a while. Something like that just at the end of your video. Okay, so I hope you all have a lot of fun with this. It's meant to be fun and lighthearted so you can complete the other work. And again, I'll figure out a way so you can upload all of this or put it into a Dropbox. So it'll be easy for you. Okay, I hope this was useful, and I'll see y'all later.